Yeah. So you watched a little bit of the Senate hearing, I guess. You
The way
were
I watched it, I think that what I took from it, besides she's not very qualified at all. Well, she's not. She's just not qualified. Um, she doesn't speak volumes for the Stetson Law School, put it that way. And when they asked for the survivors to stand and then asked
hmm
them questions, like how many of try to give them information, and then how many have have anybody reached out to you, and they all dropped their hands, and it was just like, and that fucking blonde haired bitch at that table is the one that's in charge of the fact that nobody has reached out and talked to any of those victims. When you just look at it from that's how that plays out. She's in charge of justice. You have fucking people that are survivors of this fucking. If it was the Holocaust, fucking, we'd have Nuremberg trials. But because it's our children, and I guess it's okay to be a pedophile, like to abuse one of the most. I mean, there's nothing more precious than our children. Second would be our elderly, and then third to me is our animals. Like like to me, if you're cruel to an animal, like oh, it's proven, man. Like you're on your way.
hmm
You already you've already enrolled in Dahmer University. So no,
Kev,
I
I'm
just
not
I
so sure that we're not going to someday see. It might be 20 years from now. Yeah, extensive trials based on so much of what we're seeing
yeah, but
now.
at what point is this like it's just starting to fucking drag, and to me, my whole life I've been waiting to fucking for them to actually hand me a binder and I can read everything that fucking we know about the Kennedy assassination. And that was 63. And it's still not fucking. It's like, I didn't even know the word redacted until fucking probably 10 years ago. I mean, it's just like,
Well, we have the benefit, or they have the benefit in that particular assassination of that being a time where if it wasn't written down or tape recorded, there's no hard evidence of anything. You could do the he said,
no.
she said. Today you wouldn't have a Kennedy assassination cover up today just because of the amount of electronic surveillance and electronic recordings and electronic data and mapping and all that stuff. Um, you can't be invisible today, but you could back then. So
Well, I mean, the key to this would be Maxwell. And she's never
yeah,
gonna. I mean, she's never gonna. Like, I think I would not have a problem fucking waterboarding that fucking bitch.
instead she's in a
Yeah,
very comfortable.
I wouldn't mind that. Like, let her get comfortable there and then fucking start waterboarding her ass. You thought this fucking upgrade was free?
Start talking.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, bitch. What you
Just don't mention the person who gave you this.
fuck? I'd want her to fucking look right in my eyes.
Have some feedback from last week. Taz Mission Plex says, as a former hotel manager, you know where this is going.
Uh,
I will say checkout is usually at 11,
yeah.
unless
Well, you
you've
know what? Fucking
asked for.
you know what? Mall cop fucking Andy. How about this? How about go fuck yourself? I don't give you. Speaking from a safety boy's standpoint, there should be no running in the hallways at school. I tried to explain. I was staying at fucking at a casino that was run by an Indian tribe. It was sacred fucking. There was their land. It was they treated me like a fucking god. I was in their boss's suite. I didn't put a credit card down. I didn't put my ID down. I didn't fucking pay for anything. They told me leave when you feel like leaving. Snoop was here. He stayed in that room. He was going to leave on Saturday, but he ended up leaving on Monday. So I took that as they knew I was leaving on Sunday, but fucking if I wanted to stay, wasn't nobody following me.
Right.
And they would have said, hey, if you don't mind, uh, Emmett Oz is going to meet Epstein's lawyers here, and so
It was big enough to have a little conference in there.
yeah, so they do have a nice table.
And while Bitcoin will cross $60,000, I heard that the Dow was over $50,000, and I thought
yes,
we had a new trading metric.
no, it's just sometimes we get out in front of our skis, and God bless that Pam Bondi. I mean,
What we're referencing, if nobody heard, is during the Senate hearing, she proudly indicated, as she told everyone, that we should be apologizing to Donald Trump. Oh, I said his name. That the Dow crossed $50,000. It's not measured in currency, and I you, I guess someone in a position you'd expect to know that, but maybe you realize what we're talking about, and you go, eh.
I was
I don't think
amazed
anyone's
that
surprised.
she's 60 years old.
Who is
Bondi,
60?
60.
She's not 60. There's no way on God's green earth.
She's 60 years old.
Is she?
Oh, what? All of a sudden now you want to hit it?
Yeah, that swayed me. No, this makes it more inexcusable that you've been on the planet that long.
I think it's kind of a plus for her because she might be able to fucking like grasp at that early dementia. So I
She is
just
60. I didn't think she was
yeah
60.
she's I looked her. I thought I was guessing 53, 51, somewhere around there. I knew she was out of her 40s. I knew that because she's a Tampa girl. She was born in Tampa, and she was our attorney general for 8 years here.
So you have a timeline that you can attach
yeah,
to a little
and
bit.
I also have a timeline that she was involved as the attorney general of Florida about the same time as that Mr. Epstein was down here, or thereabouts. So that's kind of where he got that sweetheart of the deal where he could go to work and then come home and sit in jail for a couple hours.
Don't you think? I wouldn't consider myself a conspiracy theorist, but I have a question. If you know anything about the Epstein, there was a documentary on Netflix which was pretty terrifying and eye-opening to the size and scope of this operation. Okay, there's no way you can operate something like that without having, let's at least call it complicity from people in very influential places. You
don't have a net worth of fucking $1 billion and own an island in a place in fucking like, where's it, Nevada or he's got some strange place somewhere, New Mexico, or and then he's got that fucking crib in New York City, man. That's like one of a kind, or had, and that's not some fucking Heidi Fleiss fucking deal he was running. The amount
No,
of
this was not a
fucking
ragtag
no,
operation.
this was
The victim, the number of
I
victims.
almost said this was a fucking Israeli intelligence fucking operation. I almost said that out loud.
The
You definitely
then and
couldn't.
then
You definitely wouldn't be able to control anybody's life if you had them on tape with a 14-year-old girl, could you?
oh, you mean make things work in your favor if you
I
had
mean,
the
push some fucking buttons here and there.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's
like
one of this.
Senator Geary in The Godfather 2 when he's has the dead prostitute in the room and then kind of becomes Michael's guy.